Hi everyone, the Fat Bald Indian here, and today I'm going to try to show you a twist on a traditional South Indian treat that's called Uzhunnu Vada. I'm going to make it the FBI way. Stay tuned. I'm going to start out by emptying a quarter-ounce packet of yeast into my mixing bowl, and I'm going to mix it with some warm water. The water should not be too cold, otherwise the yeast will not have any effect, and the water should not be too hot. If it is too hot, the yeast will die. So approximately about 100 to 110 degrees Fahrenheit would be the optimum temperature for the yeast. And here I'm just mixing it with my hand just to make sure the yeast gets dissolved in the water properly. Next, I'm going to take some urad dal that I had soaked in some water for approximately 9 hours. I'm going to put it into my food processor and then have it grind until it forms a paste-like consistency. And while it's grinding in the food processor, sometimes you may find that you may need to add a couple of tablespoons of water just so that it will be moist enough. And also make sure that you also scrape down the sides of the bowl as well, just to make sure that you're getting every piece of the urad dal into the mixture as you can. So once the desired consistency has been reached, I will go ahead and put the urad dal mixture into the mixing bowl that I initially had prepared my yeast in. Now I'm going to start to add some other ingredients into my urad dal mixture. I'm going to put in some red onions, and I'm going to put some jalapeno peppers. Normally you could use any other kind of chili pepper. I'm just using jalapenos in this case because they were on sale and I like the taste of jalapeno. I'm also going to add some cilantro, or also known as coriander leaves. Going to chop them up. And I'm also going to chop up some curry leaves as well. Now to my urad dal mixture, I'm going to add a few other ingredients. I'm going to start by adding a little bit of garlic ginger paste. I'm going to go ahead and mix in the onion, cilantro, jalapeno mixture that I also made. Going to add in a little bit of salt, and I'm using Himalayan pink salt in this case. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of turmeric just to give it a little bit of color. And some asafoetida powder, known as hinge in Hindi and kayam in Malayalam. Now I'm blending all of the ingredients into my stand-up mixer. And to that mixture now I'm going to be adding about a cup of all-purpose flour. And the reason I'm doing it at this particular stage in the cooking process is because I forgot to add it earlier. Now once the mixture has been fully blended, I'm going to use some plastic wrap and cover the bowl with that mixture. In this case I'm using a rubber band just to keep the plastic wrap steady. And I'm going to let it sit for about 1.5 to 2 hours. So up until this point, making the Uzhunnu Vada batter is okay. The toughest part, for me anyway, is actually forming the Uzhunnu Vada into the proper form. There are so many highly skilled people that can make Uzhunnu Vada very easily. They just take a lump of the dough, make it into a ball, put a little hole into it, and easily slide it into the oil. Piece of cake. However, they are highly skilled, and they've been making Uzhunnu Vada for a very long time. They have years of experience doing it. I, on the other hand, only have years of experience eating Uzhunnu Vada. So whenever I try to do that same method, it doesn't come out properly. As a matter of fact, most of the time I have to run to my wife, Mrs. FBI, to come and help me and fix the batch. So today I'm going to try a different method. I personally have not seen a video using this method, and so please forgive me if there actually is a video that shows this, but I'm going to be doing like a piping method. And piping is not something that I'm skilled at, but it's a lot easier for me than putting it into my hand and making a ball and making a big mess. So hopefully the piping technique will be okay. I mean, hopefully the shape comes out all right, but we'll wait and see. So here I have my electric skillet that I preheated to 375 degrees. I'm going to take a regular freezer storage bag and fill it with the batter for the Urna Vada. I'm going to cut one tip of it and I'm going to go ahead and begin the piping process. Now, even though here I'm not very successful in getting the traditional Urna Vada shape, if I ever had any kind of technical skills to actually pipe something, this is a great way. I could just try different shapes for the Urna Vada. I can try different roses or different letters or anything like that, but it's a great way. And now I have my finished product. This is what my Urna Vada looked like with the piping. Doesn't look too bad. I tried to get as much circular as possible. There's some holy ones there, meaning that they have some extra holes in it, but at the same time, it doesn't compromise on taste. So far you've seen a savory Urna Vada, but I wanted to take it a little step further and try to make a sweet version of Urna Vada using coconut, almonds, brown sugar, and chocolate chips. See how they turn out. So after preparing the urad dal mixture like I did in my savory urna vada, I'm going to add some sugar, some cinnamon, some cardamom, some salt, some vanilla, some coconut, some chocolate chips, and some almonds. And I'm going to put it into my mixer and let it blend properly. Then after that I'm going to cover and let it sit for about another hour. And after preheating some oil on the stove top to about 375 degrees, I'm going to pipe my mixture onto the hot oil. And this is my sweet urna vada, made with some chocolate chips, vanilla, coconut, and sugar. I want to thank you once again for taking the time and watching my video. And I appreciate any feedback, any comments that you have, whether you like it or even if you hate it, or if it's not about the recipe. If you think, you know what, if you think my hair is too long or you're jealous of my unibrow or whatever, just let me know. And I thank you again for taking the time and watching my video. Have a good day. Bye bye.